Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2022 mid-month general readings. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of May, and this reading is for the fire sign of our lovely lions, Leo. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to be here, and as always, a note of gratitude. Thank you so much for watching any and all of these videos, your likes, shares, subscribes, donations, feedback, comments. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, all greatly appreciated. Many thanks. So, Leo, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of May 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Leo. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them all because each one can provide a little additional insight, a little different perspective into what's going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link, that little arrow attached to this video. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more info. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I try to be pretty timely about scheduling too, so email me if you're interested. All right, Leo, let's dive into this and see what the last 2 weeks of May look like for you. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot Royale. All right, Leo, we begin with a choice, standing at a crossroads, the Two of Wands, the Two of Fire. Which action do I take? Do I go through door A or door B? Do I make this choice or that choice? With the Four of Wands, the traditional happy home, home stability, marriage, family, social events around friends and family. One of the cards that speak of happiness and joy around the area of life that deals with home and families. It's also one of the wedding cards, and it can represent anticipation or excitement around social events, formal or informal, that include friends or friends and family. Home stability here. Next we have the Seven of Cups, the Dreamy card, the Seven of Water, emotional energy. This is a very dreamy, sort of illusionary card. It represents building, kind of daydreaming, fantasizing, building castles in the sky, looking at all the different potential and possibility of something. Only that, not what it might take to get to that. So, I mean, we all need to dream, right? We all have to start somewhere. And the Seven of Cups is lovely for that, although it's not an entirely practical card because you have to settle on one of these cups in order to work towards it. So it's a card of looking at multiple options, looking only at the best and brightest way that something could turn out or that something could be. With the Magician, the manifestor, the entrepreneur of the tarot. This is somebody who knows how to take all their knowledge, skill, wisdom, experience that they worked so hard to get, pair it with their ideas and their dreams and the hard work it takes to manifest something into reality. It's taking all of that together in order to make something happen, right? The Magician knows it's not enough just to, kind of dream about things as in the Seven of Cups. It's also about, okay, which thing do I want to go for now? What experience, wisdom do I need? What resources do I have to have? It's pulling all of those things together to manifest something in reality. Next we have the Ten of Wands. In the tarot, the number 10 represents a cycle coming full circle, a cycle ending or coming full circle to an achievement point. The Ten of Wands is a card about coming to the end of a very heavy, perhaps long carried burden, and feeling like, okay, this is it, this is the end, I can't take anymore, I have to get rid of this. It's a card that represents feeling like you're at the end of the rope and overwhelming. Something has to give. Something has to be let go of. It's time to let this burden go. An end of a cycle. With the Five of Coins, insufficiency and lack. Now, coins is governed by the element of earth, so this is the Five of Earth. It's also Pentacles in other decks. So it can represent financial and material insufficiency and lack. Like, I'm tired of being out of work. I'm tired of not having enough money. I'm tired of this. If this isn't a financial thing, or it might be tied up in there somewhere, on an emotional level, the Five of Coins can represent feeling abandoned, rejected, shut out, not good enough, not enough. That's kind of the fundamental basis for this card. Something's not enough, or you feel you have to beg for everything you need or want. And you're tired of that. It's quite obvious here you're tired of that, because we have this Ten of Wands, all this burden. Can't even stand up straight. It's so heavy. The Five of Wands. I'm tired of going without. I'm tired of having to beg or feeling like I have to beg. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not respected, valued, good enough to have, to be happy, to be joyful, to have the things I need and the things that I want. I'm tired of this. Whether it's financially, materially, emotionally, perhaps in relationships, or a combination of all of those things. There's a decision to be made here, right? You have a choice of two paths. It's either about home and family or that area of life, or it's in another area of life that the decision needs to be made, but it affects home and family, because this is central here with this decision, whether it's about home and family or in some other area of life, but will have an impact on that. From the bottom of the deck for overall energy and focus, we have the Devil. The Devil is a card of addictions, obsessions, temptations. I mean, the Devil entraps and enslaves through something alluring, something that we get caught up in, and then so we tell ourselves, oh, I can't stop the thing because I need the thing because I get this thing from the thing, right? It might be literal addictions like drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping, whatever, right? Toxic relationships, codependence, power and control issues. It represents too much attention and focus on one thing or in one area to the detriment and unhealthiness of everything else, including yourself. But there's something alluring in that thing, which is the whole nature of obsession and addiction. Maybe we know underneath that this thing is not good for us, or that our obsession with it has become unhealthy, but we keep returning to it because we tell ourselves there's something we get out of it that we need. I mean, this couple here is enslaved. They're in a cage, right? But it's a gold cage. The door is open. They could leave, but they're not. Why? Because there's something about that cage or what it represents that they feel they need. That's the whole energy of the Devil card. It's an unhealthy cycle or something which has gotten to be unhealthy that needs to be broken. And that's what's on the table. Meaning, for the last 2 weeks of May, this is the focus. All right. There's some choice here. So the choice here with the Two of Wands is likely to either stay with whatever this Devil card represents to you, or make a choice to break that cycle, to break the chains of that Devil card energy and do something else, which means you'll have to let go of something, right? Which can be difficult, challenging, painful. But there's always, when you break this cycle, even though the recovery period may be difficult, there's always beauty, joy, and abundance on the other side, and freedom, right? All right, let's clarify that Devil card. I mean, the Devil is in the choice. There's a choice here, right? Whatever that Devil card represents to you, and this is a general reading, so it might be relationship for some of you. It might be a substance, a toxic negative job, but that pays you. Could be anything. But it's something that's unhealthy for you fundamentally. Let's clarify. The Four of Cups, yes, an offer being made. Will you take it or not? That's what the Devil does, makes an offer. Now, the thing is here, the Four of Cups represents an offer being made, but not reaching out to take it, looking at it, but not making a move to take it. You do have 3 cups upright and full, so you may not need this other cup. It may be this other cup is unhealthy. I mean, there's a choice here. The Devil's, this feels like, Leo, The devil's going, come on, you want this, or you just want one more. Keep it going. You know you want this. You need this. You need this thing. The King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you, perhaps another fire sign individual. The Eight of Swords, the card of feeling trapped, bound, held hostage, but it is illusionary, this is the devil card energy here, trying to pull you into continuing whatever this unhealthy cycle is. The Eight of Swords is part of the tool that devil uses, or whatever that temptation, that unhealthy thing is, right? Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs our intellectual landscape. So the Suit of Swords is often about how we think, what our ideologies are, our belief systems, perspectives, how we look at things, because that affects how we communicate and relate to everything outside of ourselves. So the Eight of Swords represents this person being trapped by these swords, which are symbolic and representative of maybe one ideology or a bunch of different ideas saying, oh, I can't leave the devil because I need it because of this. I need it because of that. I can't leave this unhealthy job because it pays well, or I'm not educated enough to get a better paying job, or, well, you can always free yourself from it, right? It might not be easy, but you can do it. I can't leave this unhealthy relationship because I'm financially dependent, or I love the person. Yes, you could. It might not be easy. There's always a price to pay, but you can. The gaps between these swords are plenty wide enough for her to walk through and away from. The chains which are wrapped around her wrists aren't connected to anything or anyone. Nobody's holding her down on her knees. She could twist her wrists, let the chains fall off, rip the blindfold off, look at her reality, stand up on her own 2 feet, and leave. Again, it might not be easy, but it can be done. See, this is all this devil card energy here, Leo, trying to pull on you these last 2 weeks of May. They're making yet another offer. Come with me, do the thing again, right? You know you want it. You know you can't get away from it. That's that devil card energy. Clarify the Two of Wands. Four of Wands. Two of Wands. Four of Wands. The Magician, again, the Manifester. The Moon, a lack of clarity, hidden fears coming to the surface, deep-seated fears coming to the surface, maybe unrealistic fears. And I say that because the Moon can tug on our deepest fears, and that's what the devil can play on too. Oh, if I quit doing the thing, all these horrible things will happen and I won't be able to deal with it, right? The moon has light too. It reflects the light of the sun, I believe. But things look very different under the light of the moon than the light of the sun. Under the sun, everything is warmed and illuminated, right? It uplifts. Under the light of the moon, there's a lot of shadows and hidden corners, and we don't know what's in there, and it can be scary, and our imagination takes off, right, and hijacks our rational mind. That gnarly old tree in the back corner looks like a monster under the light of the moon, right, when in fact it's just a gnarly old tree. That's what the moon can do with our fears, and it's a lack of seeing things clearly. Justice, doing the right thing, honesty, transparency, morals, honor, ethics. Reaping what you sow, meaning that the outcome of this is going to be based on what you choose to do, not what you intended, wished for, hoped for, but on what you actually do. I think some of you are stuck here with this decision. And I don't think stuck maybe so much. I think most of you, there may be some of you who I don't know what the right thing is to do here. But I think most of you do. But what tries to override knowing what the right thing is to do is that devil card energy, right? But I love them. But if I just stay, they'll change. But this, or I need it because if I let go of the thing, then my life will be over and I'll be alone for the rest of my life, or I'll be unemployed or whatever, right? There's always a way through. But it's that devil card energy, the thing that pulls on you, that goes, no, if this is it, and if you leave me, the thing, it'll be horrible, your life will be over, kind of thing. And that's messing with your head here. Seven of Cups, that idealistic, dreamy card with the Magician, which is not an idealistic, dreamy card. The Magician knows that it starts with that Seven of Cups, right? The dream. But the Seven of Cups can make you focus, again, that devil card energy, only on the best of what you get out of it. not the cost you pay in getting it, right? The magician knows better than that. It feels very much, Leo, like there's this internal struggle. I know I shouldn't go back to the thing or continue to do the thing, person, place, or situation. But what if I don't? And then I'm alone for the rest of my life, or I'll never find a job that pays as well, or I can't. You know, all the different excuses that we tell ourselves to justify going back to something which is obviously proven to be unhealthy for us, right? Seven of Cups and the Magician. You know what almost just popped out there was another Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's that very tempting, alluring siren call, right? Judgment, a major crossroads. Judgment and justice. Judgment is pretty profound in that you're being asked to be, you're accountable for your actions, which is also justice. The outcome, the judgment, the consequences is up to what you do, not what you wish, intended, hoped for, but on what you do, what you choose. And judgment is pretty final, meaning if you choose to stay with a thing, that's probably what you're just going to stay with for ad infinitum. If you choose to do something different, it's going to completely change your life path. Choose carefully, choose wisely. Sometimes judgment is referred to as a second chance card too, implying that if you've made the same decision over and over and over again, which you have because of the Devil card, then this may be the time to change it up and do something different. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, joy, getting what you want. But it's in more of a decadent sort of sense. It's not the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups represents everything's finally clicked, especially where home, family, love, all of that's come together. In the preceding card, the Nine of Cups, you're close, but it's more visceral, like having more than enough to eat, more than enough to drink. It's our passions, our wants, our physical desires, right? This is, again, that siren call of the Devil card energy. The thing going, come back, Leo, come back. You know you want to, right? Clarifying the Magician, who's way more rational. The Five of Cups, sorrow, regret, loss. Two of Swords, stuck, blind. I don't want to see. I don't want to make a decision. I don't want to look at this. Yeah, this is, and again, I refer back. It's the nature of that Devil card. It's strong. It's tempting. It's such a difficult cycle to break. It feels like, again, there's this internal war going on inside of you, Leo. Whatever the thing is, it looks like it's got a pretty strong hold. Ten of Wands, end of the rope. Gotta let go. The Nine of Wands, feeling close to so many battles, so tired, so discouraged. This has got to end, right? The Emperor. Now, it's interesting, we had that King of Wands. For those of you for whom this is a relationship reading of some kind, it might be that you're involved with a fire sign like an Aries, because we did have the King of Wands, which is also another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and the Emperor, which has the sign of Aries attached to it too, which could be a father, it could be a boss, a husband, a partner, somebody who's maybe a bit older, maybe a bit on the controlling or demanding side. It needs to come to an end here. Clarify the Five of Coins, insufficiency and lack. It feels like you let go, or most of you were like, yeah, I've got to let go of this in the end. You know, this is it. I can't do this anymore. Five of Coins. The Tower. A final major ending. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This is profound major arcana, God, spirit, angels, and God's energy. This is choosing to let go of something, even if that letting go is difficult, challenging, painful, if it leaves you out in the cold, because that's pretty much how you were anyway. You know, I mean, look at the original cards, 10 of Wands and 5 of Coins. What were you so burdened about? What did you want to come to an end? This. Feeling like a beggar, whether it's financial, material, emotional, or a combination of all of those. I'm tired of this. I am letting go. I am letting it come crumbling down here with the Tower card. I'm letting it fall. I'm letting it crumble because it's fundamentally flawed anyway. I want something truly solid, stable, and reliable. And here with the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, orchestration, I am, what's that old, I think it's an old 12-step saying, let go and let God, regardless of what word you want to substitute in there. This is like going, I'm going to let it all crumble. I'm going to let it all devastate right down to the ground, and I'm going to do what I know is in my best health and well-being, trusting that through and after the healing process, God, Spirit, angels, and guides will be there with something truly stable, truly joyful, truly abundant, and not this devil card, 9 of Cups, which is just a facade, an illusion of what you want. When you poke it, it's like the beautiful cardboard cakes in the patisserie windows. They're gorgeous, beautiful, but when you cut into them, they're cardboard cakes. There's nothing in there, right? It's all for show. That's what the devil card does, right? But he fools you into thinking you need it when really it has nothing of any substance to nurture you. That's on the other side of letting this cycle go. It might be difficult, challenging, painful. I think we've all been there at least once in our life, right? But the joy and abundance is on the other side of that. So let's end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Pretty powerful reading, intense. A Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that's you. This message is for you, Leo. Oh, that's in the reverse. The Devil card in reverse this time. Breaking the cycle. You must break the cycle. 6 of Swords, healing, leaving the worst behind you. It's transitional, right? The choppy, muddy waters, the worst of it, you're leaving behind you. You're sailing into better, more smooth, calm, peaceful waters. You're not quite to the other shore, non-solid ground yet. This is the healing process, especially in the early days. You have good days, you have bad days. But step by step, you're going to get to the other side of that. The 4 of Wands, again, happy home, stability, what you truly want. The sun, light, love, warmth, laughter, not having all of these pressures. I mean, this 10 of Wands, this heavy pressure, right? Everything's down, so restrictive, you can't breathe. The sun is the opposite of that. All of this 4 of Wands, the sun, this healing, all of that, this is what's on the other side of that healing. But first has to be breaking this devil card cycle. Pretty clear. All right, Leo, I think I'm just going to leave it there. I hope, while a bit on the intense side and challenging side, I hope that this reading has provided some insight, food for thought, or validation of what you already know. Again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself, or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie_mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link below. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June general readings. Stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.